Hey, it's your girl Barbie J here, and we are talking about Tyler Perry's comedy drama, The Oval, Season 3, Episode 15, Wicked. And the only person who was wicked up in there this week was, it was Victoria. She's wicked, and Hunter said it to her. But I wasn't feeling this episode. There was nothing exciting happening. I told y'all I knew that was Kareem in the back of the van with the hood over his head. I mean, he didn't even get beat up. He didn't get no marks on him, and that's what I wanted to see. I don't know if that's what Hunter's going to do this week, but it would be nice. I mean, next week. I'm sorry, not to be mean, y'all, but Kareem got to be taught a lesson. But before we get started with this recap, um, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please take a moment right now, hit that little subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, and it'll let you know every time Barbie J uploads a new video. And once you've done that and listened to the video, I'd love for you to like, comment, and share the video. Hit the thumbs up to like it, write a comment about what you thought about the show, and share it with somebody else who may be interested. How about that? Help my channel grow. Now that we got that out of the way, let's see. So, it starts off with the doggone Agent Grip questioning stupid old Kareem. And, it's all this back and forth. Y'all know how the questioning goes. What you doing? I mean, what did you say? You got something to say about the president? What? No, I don't have nothing to say. You sure? No, I don't. No. All of that. And then this fool tries to run. Why Kareem tried to run while he in a precinct is beside me. So he puts him in a sleeper hold. The one he threatened Jason with. Say, you having problems sleeping? I can make you go to sleep. And I knew that was gonna happen. So he puts him in a sleeper hole and takes him out the precinct and throws him in the van with the bag on his head or whatever. In the meantime, Sam goes down to one of them bunkers and he brings Kyle a plate of food. Ain't he nice? I was sitting there going, don't say Kyle have to go to the bathroom, but I saw the little urinal in there. So he's like in prison where he get the pee-pee right there like the prisoners. Oh, I'm so sick. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why I'm laughing about that. But Kyle is like, nah, man, Sam, are you for real? Oh, you gonna get yours? He's doing all that. And he said, but I need my medication and stuff. And Sam was like, no, you don't. He said, yes, I need it. And I'm not gonna be doing well. He said, well, it's not in your file. I said, oh, shoot. Sam was like, I'm already up on that, sonny boy. And I checked your file and nothing says you take medication. He said, well, they going to be looking for me. He said, who, the chief of staff? He's like, yeah. And he's like, well, how long you going to keep me here? He said, as long as it takes, sonny boy. No, he didn't say sonny boy, but he told him as long as it takes. So Kyle was talking about how he's going to, Sam, you going to be in trouble. You really effed up this time and all this stuff, threatening him and stuff. And, Sam just said, you know what? Sorry, buddy. And he walked out and left him there. So Kyle was pissed. Look, the first time he don't have no power. He don't like not having no power, boy. He don't. We got Eli sitting up drinking and Simone's coming in there. And he's questioning if they did the right thing, dropping dime, blowing up the president and the first lady's spot. And she was like, of course we did. The wife is encouraging him and stuff. He said, but they won't probably come for us and stuff. And she's like, look, we got the evidence. We got witnesses and stuff. And he said, well, I hope when he has to meet with some board or something. He said, I hope when I meet with the board tomorrow or something like that, they don't jump all over me because of this thing with the sun. She said, you think they would use the sun as a ploy and stuff? She said, yeah, they would do anything. So she said maybe they need to get the FBI to protect the son from them. I said, what? They gonna get the FBI to protect Victoria and Hunter from their child? She said, they eat their young. And then she was like, and by the way, where's the daughter? No one has seen her, And that's what the husband's like, nobody has seen her. And she's like, I think if we find her, we'll have another witness and she just might be right. And he said, do you really feel that? And she was like, have I ever been wrong? She said she got this gut feeling. You know, you get that feeling in your gut. So they said, but it's going to be tricky to find her. And I said, that is absolutely true. Now, this next part, even though it was the funniest part, I didn't like how they have Priscilla behaving. I mean, they have Priscilla go old school on Sam, coming in there with a pot of boiling water to throw on him and get it. She's like, get out of my house. I'm not playing. Get out of my house. He's like, I'm sorry, Priscilla. I'm sorry. He said, are you really going to do that to me? Yes. Yes, I am. He said, but Priscilla, please, I love you. I love you. No, you don't. He's like, get out. Get out. She's like screaming and stuff. And he's like, can you just let me explain? Can you let me explain? Can I just get my stuff? Oh, man, he was just like running. And he's like, put the pot down. Put the pot down. I was dying. I was like, oh, my God. This is old school burn a nigga, as people would say. Oh, my God. This is funny because I remember my sister doing that to her husband. Oh, Lord Jesus. And he was a pastor and they had to remove him from the pulpit because that man hit her. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Man, you can run into them women. You got to be careful how you do them. Then she's like, why you already dressed? You know, he's like, she said, because you knew I was coming in here. You knew you was going to be able to sleep. He's like, Scylla, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have hurt you, baby. I shouldn't have. And then he leaves out. And she's like, get out. Get out. And she let him get out. And she put the pot down and she started screaming. She started crying. She sits down and she's crying. And next thing you know, he runs in there and grabs her and is holding her and trying to hug her. And she's like, let me go, and all this stuff, you know. And she's like, why did you hurt me? Was I that bad a wife? He's like, baby, let's take time off and see counselor. She said, what? She sobered up real quick. Oh, now you want to seek some damn counseling. Just get out of here, Sam. It ain't about you. You know, she was like, it's not about you. She's just trying to get in there. But I didn't like the way they had her act, even though I thought that scene was funny with the hot boiling water. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. I thought it was hilarious. Oh, then they switched back to sick behind Victoria in the hospital with her son. She'd been there only 45 minutes asking him, Hunter, what time is it? Like, is this long enough for her to leave and go? I said, what? What? Is she for real with that? Hunter was just sick with her, like, whatever. And then he did give her props on the performance at the press conference. He said, you could be so wicked. And that really turned her on. Could you believe that? That actually turned her on. And then he said, well, it seems to be working in their favor against the VP. And Hunter seemed to be a little delusional, talking about my Franklin supporters are the best. And Victoria's looking at him like, you really think they like you? He said, yes, they made me president. She's like, oh, okay. She said, so, Mr. President, now what you going to do? How you going to handle your vice president? She said, you better get him in line or in order or something like that. And he's like, I'm going to kill him. She's like, you can't do that. He said, I can and I will. He think that his power is to just get any woman he want and kill anybody he don't like. This is so ridiculous about what type of person he is and how he got put into that presidency. Kyle did say he's like a puppet. They put him there. They didn't expect him to do anything. Everybody else is the people under him trying to get, their agendas passed or whatever. But this is just, all he talking about is sex and killing people. Oh, Lord, he don't care who it is. He want to kill his wife's father, whatever. So she said, how's he going to kill him? And he said that the VP had to attend some kind of summit on the 8th and that he will have a plane problems. I said, oh, God. Victoria's like, she didn't think it was a good idea at all. But he ain't going to listen to her. So then she gets her bag and plops it on top of Jason's leg in the hospital bed, and his head pops up off the pillow and pops back down. I said, oh, my God. Oh, my God. What is wrong with this woman? And Hunter's like, what the hell are you doing? That's your son. He said, do you care at all about him? And she's like, no, do you? I said, damn, she's sick. She is a sick woman. She was like, he can't feel it. Like, he brain dead. He can't feel nothing. Oh, wow. Mm-mm-mm. She said, you know, I was never one to be that motherly type or anything like that. And Hunter just was so sick of him. And I was sick of hearing her say stuff like that. You know, there's all these people out here want to have kids who are wonderful, would be wonderful parents and can't. And you get somebody like her that has kids or don't want to take care of them, don't want to treat them right. People abuse their kids, you know, all of that stuff. But anyway, I don't want to go off on a tangent. Y'all, bring it back, Barbie J. Roll it back, y'all. So then they show, what was it? Sam banging on Richard and Nancy's door, waking them up in the middle of the night. Bang, 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 bang. He wakes all of them up, you know. He tells Richard that Priscilla put him out, but that's after Richard asks the rest of them to leave and stuff. But he gonna sit there going, did I wake y'all all up? What the hell you think you did in the middle of the night banging on somebody's house door? Shoot, he done woke up Miss, what's her name? Who's the lady next door? They done woke her up too. She probably was out the window. I'm surprised she didn't call them and say, you know, Sam out there banging on your door. What's her name? Oh, we haven't seen her so long. I forgot the neighbor name, the nosy neighbor. Oh my gosh, she's so funny. That would have been nice if they had her call him and say, "Can y'all tell Sam to stop banging on the door?" Anyway, so he comes in and he's telling them, you know, telling what's his name, Richard, what's going on. Sam tells him, and of course Barry is listening. Barry and his nonsense. He comes out and want to start talking mess and oh Lord. And he's like, I need to know about my daughter and what's going on and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, look, the FBI have somebody inside already. I can't, and they can't be blowing his cover. And there's nothing, it was basically nothing Sam could do. And Sam's like, I can't do anything, and you just gonna have to deal with that. That's what you gotta deal. Yeah, but my daughter's in there. He said, look, they got it. They trying to get they after a big drug ring or something like that. What? So my daughter's collateral damage? You act like your daughter's the only one there. I know that's your daughter, but he's telling y'all all the kids are there and it's gonna be safe. His daughter's safe. How you know she's safe? How do you know? She said because of the age, he didn't want to tell him, and Richard was standing there, and you know you can't tell Barry stuff because Barry's like Kareem. He hot-headed. He gonna run to the police or whatever else. But anyway, he was like the age. The age is how I know she's safe. I guess Callie is 8, and the kids at 10, that's when they have to be worried. And he said Callie should be home before she turned 9 or by the time she's 9 or something like that, he said. Anyhow, so Barry's like, if something happened to my daughter, I'll never forgive you, Uncle Sam. I'll never forgive you. I was like, you know, Uncle Sam was like, Uncle Sam. Sam was like, oh, well, you know. Then they show stupid Alan. Why, y'all, somebody tell me in the comment section, why did Alan show up to the White House and sneak that gun in underneath the x-ray machine and stuff? He had his card beep so the guy could go check his card. He had something beep in his luggage so the guy could check his luggage. All that as a distraction so he could drop that shoebox and slide it up under there and get it past the machine. And then once he did that, he goes upstairs, takes the gun out the box, and puts it in its desk drawer. All somebody have to do is open that drawer and start looking for a pen or pencil or something like that. That was the stupidest place to put it. He might as well left it on the damn floor. You know, the cleaning people might find it, so that might be an issue. But a lower drawer, why would you put it in that one? And then after he does that, he puts the gun in that top middle drawer. Then he goes into Donald's office and start looking through Donald's drawer. Now, if Donald did that in his office, he would have found the damn gun. I said, why is he digging through Donald's drawers and rummaging through his stuff? What is he looking for? I mean, what is he looking for? What is he doing? Does anybody know what Alan's doing? Somebody help me because I'm totally confused with him. Then we have Agent Grip. He calls Donald to say he got Kareem, and he's like, well, you know, what should I do with him? He says he's still sticking with his story. Yeah, he said, well, then bring him to me. You know, in the meantime, have you heard anything from Kyle? No, sir. Are you tracking him? Well, he doesn't have anything to track. What about his shoes? Nope, nothing. Should we be concerned, sir? He was saying, he's like, nah, nah. Donald's like, nah. I was like, Donald, no, he's concerned about his boo bear. But then they show Victoria, Donald's still at the hospital, sitting in the waiting area. Victoria comes out, talking about she want to walk past the press when she's leaving the hospital, and she needs someone to hold her up. This biatch is crazy. She really is. Hold her up while she pretends to give a damn about her child. I said, okay, what is going on here? She's sick. Something's wrong with her. So Donald asked, don't she think it's best if she stayed a night? And she was like, nobody wants to sit in this ish hole hospital. She called it all kind of names. And she's like, my bed is much more comfortable at home. I was like, dang, she is so cold-blooded. I can't even stand talking about her sometime. So Donald goes back into the room to speak with Hunter. And he goes, can I get you something, anything for you, sir? And of course, he's like, yes, that hot nurse. Y'all knew Victoria wasn't lying. Victoria wasn't wrong. Victoria knows her husband. And we all know him, too. We know he's sitting up there trying to get sympathy points. And he said the nurse with the tight ass, no, well, she done went home and stuff. And he's like, it seemed like Donald tried to get, tough with him and strict and hard on him, but it just didn't do anything. Donald was too soft. It's funny. He could be hard with everybody else, his sister, his wife, Kyle, and everything, but not with the president. He's like, sir, just because you're the president of the United States doesn't mean you can have any woman you want. And he was like, what? What are you saying? And then he tells him about what's going on with Sharon and Kareem. And Donald told Hunter that he has handled it already. And Hunter's like, oh really? What did you do? He said, well, I got Secret Service with him right now. He said, well, I would really like to see him. I want to meet this guy. And he's like, I wouldn't advise it, sir. He said, look, I want to meet the man with the balls enough to report me to the police, So Donald's like, okay, sir. He said, now can we discuss your VP now? And he said, Victoria and I already discussed it. And I'm sitting there going, she didn't really go along with what he's saying here, but he told him that it's being handled. He's like, what's the plan, sir? Well, Eli, Max, Bobby, the wife, and the kids are going to die in a plane accident. They're going to be in Air Force 2, and it's going to have mechanical difficulty. I said, what the heck? Everything like I told you. All he does want to kill people. And, of course, Donald's like, no, sir, you can't do that. And he's telling him why. He's like, look, I'm tired of people telling me what I can and cannot do. I'm like, oh, my God, because Victoria just told him the same thing. She was saying how it would cause so much trouble, a world war, whatever she was saying it would happen. And Donald was trying to tell him the same thing. And he basically dismissed Donald, wanted him to leave. And Donald just went out like a little puppy dog with his feelings hurt and stuff. I don't know. They need to rein that man in. Then they show Max and Bobby. And Max is really losing his mind. He's like, oh, I see we still have clearance at the White House. And Max is trying to figure out a way to get in to get Kyle, which bunker to Sam have him in. It's either this one or this one. And Bobby's trying to tell him to chill with that. Max is damn near losing his mind about this. He really is losing his mind. And Bobby's like, yo, I don't know. He's like, who's talking? Is it you or is it her? He always got to put Lily in it. Max got this thing. He's so jealous of Bobby and Lily till it's ridiculous. Then what was funny is he got jealous because Bobby was talking about himself in third person. I do that sometimes. I go, Barbie J don't play that. He was like, Bobby this. And oh, that's right. I said Barbie, but he's Bobby. He's like, Bobby don't do it. Could you stop doing that? I thought it was funny. And what else? What was the last thing? Let's see. Sharon and Dale sitting in Kareem's house, wondering where the hell Kareem is. And Sharon's like, maybe he went to the pharmacy or something like that. And she's like, why? Where do you think he went? He said, maybe he went to the police. And they both are sitting there worried. And Sharon goes, Kareem is smart. He wouldn't do that. I was like, Kareem ain't that smart. Oh my God. And Dale said, well, I hope that's not what he did, because They're in on it. She said, what do you mean? He's like, Kyle told him that if anyone goes to the DC police about the White House, they will be informed right away. So that's that. So Kareem is not as smart as she thinks he is. That's for sure. And then it ended with Agent Grip. He getting Kareem to he still got him in the van, pulls up to the hospital, calls upstairs and let them know that they have him. Kareem, of course, I told y'all is the one in the van with the bag over his head. I knew they wasn't gonna kill him like that. I knew that wasn't gonna happen. And he had the bag over his head and calls upstairs to the hospital, and the president comes down. But while they waiting for him, Kareem's in there apologizing for everything and begging to be let go. What you gonna do to me? Please, I got a daughter. I said, damn, didn't we forget he had a daughter? I forgot all about it. Because he don't never talk about it and probably don't do nothing for her. So worried about trying to get in Sharon's pants. But anyway, the guy Grip told him to shut up. He was like, I promise I won't say anything. He said, it's too late for that, honey. I told him, he didn't say honey, I'm sorry. But he said, it's too late for that. And Kareem just kept on bugging him. And finally, the president came down. But I remember the Gripper asked him, and I laughed about this. He says, does your girlfriend like you? You know, all this begging and whining like a little biatch. And he said, she loves me. And I started laughing. I was like, Sharon, I don't know why you told that man that to be nice to him. That she don't love him as much as he thinks she does. I tell you. So then Hunter gets into that van, and he sits next to Kareem and says, so you wanted to see me? And he's like, who's that? Who's that? And Hunter takes the bag off his head, and Kareem looks at him and says, Hunter Franklin. I said, oh, no, he didn't. And Hunter went, Mr. President, mother effer. I said, oh, shoot. I said, what make you think you would call him Hunter Franklin? And you know, Hunter, if he talking about killing everybody else, he must gonna have Kareem beat up a little bit. But now we see next week, they got him at the pharmacy, and Sharon and Dale are there, and they go in with Grip. So now he done got, like we said, Sharon and Dale are in danger now because they told, and they told them not to tell. And because of Kareem, now what? I said, Kareem's so stupid, caused so much damage with his big mouth trying to be tough. Anyhow, y'all, I didn't care much for this episode. Let me know what you thought down in the comment section. This your girl, Barbie J, saying peace.